Yo, everybody, what's up? Your friendly neighborhood physical therapist, Dr. Ryan Welton, coming to you live from just outside the beautiful Tampa Bay area. If you are new to following me, I am a physical therapist. I have a chronic pain clinic. I call it the I've failed everything clinic. And I get exceptional results in this patient population where, my last patient was actually hilarious. It always fascinates me when people can keep their sense of humor through the ordeals that they go through. I'll rattle it off what happened to her in a second. But breaking news. My clinical mentorship is now live. Okay, so I posted the link right here, wherever you're on, what platform, just the mentorship is live. And I am mentoring physical therapists. So what it is normally if you were to buy like all of my clinical courses together with 1,000 pages of maps of the body, the myofascial course, my orthopedic protocols, like sciatica cervical radiculopathy maps, that I mapped. If you bought it all, it would cost you $3,700. But what I'm doing is giving you a no-brainer deal. 59% off of all of it, paid over the course of 3 months. But you also get live teachings and Q&A going much more in depth than I go here and going into the actual courses themselves. Okay, and my goal is to get us diagnostically up here and our treatments up here, okay? And this is for elite rehab clinicians, people that want to be elite. And also if you want to start and open and run my cash-based business, which is a 7-figure model, very different than the average cash-based business, focused on chronic pain. I teach you the clinical, and then I teach you the business mastery part of it too. So it's really cool, really cool. Okay, so sign up today right there on the link. Click that link. You can sign up for my clinical mentorship, and you can have 59% off, limited spots. Okay, so so I just had this patient come in who actually cracked me up. It always fascinates me when someone can keep their sense of humor through shearing mechanical back pain. This person has had it for a year, but she knows that she now knows when I mentioned that, like after this ordeal that she had been through, and I mentioned that people, don't feel bad. I see people in here that tell me that they want to do this because they're in so much pain and nobody knows what's wrong with them. And she just shook her head. Yeah, no, seriously, this is crazy what she's gone through. So she actually hurt her back while sleeping. Okay, we're going over this case. She hurt her back while sleeping, and went down her left leg. Okay, looked like that. Okay, that was where it went down. She recognized that chart immediately, and she had disc bulges on her MRI, and then they did multiple steroid packs, which she said helped for a little bit. Most people say that, I hear, but it's just masked the pain. Did PT for 10 weeks, did not help. Several injections to the point that they paralyzed her vagina, she said, and she actually couldn't control her bowels anymore. It was a caudal injection they did, she had reported. She was at the point there now they were going to cut nerves, but they had to do 3 more injections into her spine. And I just cut her off at a certain point, and I said, I think I know what's wrong with you. And she said, I think you know what's wrong with me too, because she watches these ads I do, these videos for my clinic, which I'll show you. If you join my business cash-based clinic group, I will show you how to target these people, bring them in, and help them when you are a light in darkness for these people. because this lady has got not a fun ride with this. Anyways, she had SI joint dysfunction. Sacral torsion, sacral shear. I just quickly chest her myotomes, and she couldn't extend back. And both my thumbs in the PSIS, as she extended back, my left thumb translated superiorly like it wasn't supposed to. Told me she had an upslip. I pulled on her leg, and then I laid her on her side, gapped open her out flares because I proposed in my paper that made medical history, my root cause of SI joint dysfunction paper, root cause of sacral torsion shear paper, and all my other papers that statistically in readership made medical history that it's caused by an upslip and or outflare, which is what I do all day long in here. And I had her out of pain immediately. I rotated her tailbone back. Boom, she was out of pain and she could sit. So I will put her on my SI protocol and my sacral protocol strengthening her right piriformis, and I fully expect for her to get better. Okay. Anyways, so if you are going to join my group, okay, my mentorship, you get 59% off of my courses. You will get the 1,000 pages of maps of the body that everybody loves, the myofascial course, which I published like a decade ago, and I described them as reflex pain points. That meaning in that paper, I described as shutting pain off instantly on a different area of the body. I will give you 1,000 pages of maps of the body, and we'll do weekly lives, and we will get our diagnostic skills up here. That's my intention, and treatment-wise as well. You will get all my orthopedic protocols, my sciatica, which works similar to the myofascial course, sciatica, cervical radic course. So you should be a treating machine. Okay. Anyways, that's that. But if you want to be the go-to person, like I have trained so many people to be, that people go to when everything else fails, that is what I am here to do. I am here to turn people into 50 to 70% success rates to, like, I have a clinician in Luxembourg that's taken all my courses, and he says he gets 99% of his patients better and advertises on his website that he gets 9 out of 10 people out of pain immediately on the first visit. And there's a testimonial now on my YouTube channel of a therapist in Alaska, and I trained her in all my clinical methods, and she works with the chronic pain population. She is not worried about this population, and she works 2 to 3 days a week. I taught the business part of it too, 2 to 3 days a week, and she makes more money doing that than she did when she worked for as a staff physical therapist with like 2 decades of experience type thing, doing my business model. So I will teach you how to do it all. Okay. So click that link below, join the mentorship, and we will change the world together, because that's my goal. Okay. I'm out of here. Peace. I love you all.